Thank you so much for purchasing this planner. I hope that it brings as much peace into your home as it's brought into mine. With the new organization and order, I hope that you're able to find peaceful presence with your little ones. So let's dig right in. Let me tell you all the neat little tricks and ways that you can use this planner. Now, this planner is actually undated, as well as it doesn't have any tabs. Now, for me, tabs are very important just for keeping my spot, because at any moment, a child will randomly close my planner and I'll have to spend like minutes looking for it. So this just helps to keep everything organized and helps to keep things as simple as possible. Now, the magnetic bookmark that you are going to receive is for use on your daily pages in order to keep track of where you are daily. Now, these tabs, which I purchased off of Amazon for a few bucks, I want to say about $9, are used to mark the week and the day and the easy pages. So they are removable tabs. And there are 3 different types. So I don't know if you can see, but there's one that it's a little bit bigger of sparkles, medium sparkles, and super teeny tiny sparkles. And so the way that I did it is I put the medium sparkles to mark the 3 different months. The big sparkle marks the current week that I am on, and then I will transfer it to the following week and move it as the weeks progress. And then the little sparkles marks the easy pages in the back for quick access to the bonus pages. When you open up this planner, I recommend, if you're going to label this part, to label it with permanent marker, because it is this type of material. And so permanent marker would be what works best here. Now, the my why. Now, coming up with your why. I actually utilize Tori Oglesby from the Oglesby Ohana. I'll link her video in the description, in which she talks about how she develops her family mission or her family why. And so we utilize that in order for us to develop our family why. And it's just nice to have that constant reminder right in front of you and right before you. Now here we write important dates such as birthdays and events that we have going on throughout the year, vacations and such. So that's what we would label here with. Now on this part, we do our priority goals for that month. Now, it is a yearly view, but if you can tell underneath here, there's dotted lines. So it's kind of cut off per quarter of the year, which with your quarterly planner works very well. And so what we would do is just write the priority things that we plan on accomplishing for that month. Certain things like, for us, it would even be time to change toothbrushes or, big house projects that we would like done by a particular month and things like that. Now, when it comes to the monthly view, I tend to plan at a month's glance at first. And so I will write important doctor's appointments or videos that I want to edit or physical therapy, different things like that. So important doctor's appointments, important birthdays that are happening, celebrations, those types of things I'll write on a month view after I label everything. Over here on this section, you will see an opportunity to purge, an opportunity to brain dump for that month, an opportunity to draw, or just make it your own. I also take time to maybe write books that I want to read for the month underneath the put it down, or videos that I want to film for the month on the put it down, or different goals that I want to set for our children or for our family. And I take the top 3 goals and I place them underneath here. And so goal number 1 would go here. And then I will list at least 4 action steps in order to accomplish each goal. Because what happens a lot of times is we make these goals, but they're so big and so lofty that it's hard to actually accomplish our goals. So the best thing to do is to break it down into actionable steps in order for you to accomplish your monthly goal. Over here is the monthly provision sheet. Now this monthly provision sheet is used to plan dinners. Now I don't plan breakfasts and lunches on a monthly view, but I do plan dinners. Now, what we tend to do is we'll plan the type followed by the 4 different dinners that would go within the type. So let's say the type is chicken. So we'll do drumsticks, chicken breast, whole chicken, party wings. And then I will make a shopping list of different provisions that I can purchase that I can either freeze or keep in the pantry that won't go bad for the month. And it just helps with not only budgeting, but the amount of trips that we have to make and just having our dinners ready to go and on hand a month in advance. Then we have the put it down sheet. Now this sheet I usually utilize as extra scrap, or maybe I have something that I want to write, or quotes that I hear, or anything like that. Like, as I use the sheet as you would use a notebook, and just write down anything that comes to mind. Now we get to the first weekly tab and the first weekly view. On here, when I am planning, I usually plan for the week and the day. So I will go back to my monthly view, look at what I have scheduled or set for the month, and then transfer that onto the weekly view on Sunday. Now, I will list my top 3 priorities for the week and the one thing that is most important for me to do for myself for the week. Any notes that I have, or anything that I need to remember to do the following week. Now in here, this box down here, I actually utilize it to do breakfast, lunch, dinner for that specific day of the week. Now I know on the daily view, you have that option as well, but I like to sometimes look at my meals from a weekly view to see how it works with different, like soccer, or whether or not we have a doctor's appointment, or whether or not mommy's going to be by herself that night, and so she needs something quick. And so it helps me to look at the week of meals when coming up with how I like to, or when I would like to do a particular dish. Now, the way that I weekly plan is things that are priority for the day I will put up here. The morning activities I will place here. The afternoon activities I will place here. And the evening activities I will place here. So kind of like a block schedule. Now the homeschool view. Now this is the best because you can utilize it with a large amount of children. You can reverse plan with it, or you can plan ahead. Now, what I do is I label the days of the week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I will do extra notes here. And so I will list my children's names right here, the 3 that I have in school, and then the family activities that we're doing together. And then I also list the baby and write down what she's doing for the day, because I reverse homeschool plan. Now, you can always put the days on this side and do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from over here, and extra notes, and then place your children up here. You can also do subjects over here. So you can do language arts, math, science, social studies, and then write each child's name in a different color underneath each line. And then what I tend to do is write just extra notes and extra pointers that the child will need help with. So over here is where you will weekly meal plan. I tend to stick with the same 7 breakfasts and 7 lunches. I will list them in the description for you so that you can see which 7 breakfasts and which 7 lunches. Then I'll tend to pull 1 dinner from the type 1 dinners, type 2 dinners, type 3 dinners, and so on and so forth, as well as our small weekly grocery trip where we pick up extra provisions. Another put it down sheet. And now when it comes to the daily views again, this is where I would transfer what I had written on my weekly view to my daily view. And so this is where I will transfer my breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So this is where I actually plan snacks out because my kids eat a lot. And so I go ahead and I do that maybe the night before, maybe the morning of. And then I also list what I need to get done, what I need to get accomplished besides what's on the week view, other things that may have come up on my task. And I try my hardest to program those tasks because a lot of the times we have a long list of things to do, but without them being assigned a time, they don't get done. And so I try to go ahead and assign them a time if possible. From the to plan, I pull my top 3 priorities and then the one thing that I'm doing for myself. Now this to pray section is so special because a lot of times we say that we're going to pray for people, but we forget, or we put in our prayer journal or something that we don't necessarily have with us all the time. But when you have your planner with you all the time and you have what you're supposed to pray on, you can pick special moments quickly throughout the day as you go and just remember who or what you wanted to pray for and what you wanted your focus to be. And then we have our purge sheets. Now these purge sheets are so fun and so special to sit down and just set some time with your wine or your cup of coffee and just take some time to debrief from the week and color and free your mind and the rest will follow. And just take some time to assess yourself, assess your family, and just really be intentional about mental health. I love these purge sheets because it forces us as mamas to slow down and really think about ourselves and think about our families and forces us to meditate. And then we're back to the weekly views. Once you get to the back of the planner and you finish it, because the best thing about quarterly planners is that you can actually finish them. You see your 2021 view, and if you have any special dates or important things that you want to remember, you can always place them here. And then your extra pieces. Now, I colored my extra pieces, so you can always color yours too. And don't forget to post your planners and tag me at Plan Prep Pray so I can see how you guys are utilizing them and how they're working for you. It just blesses my heart to know that it's actually helping. This is your password trackers, where I don't actually keep very important passwords here. These are just like the children's, ABC Mouse, Adventure Academy, those different types of things that I wouldn't lose my livelihood if they are found. And so this helps keep track of all those different passwords that we as mamas have to remember. And then there's this contact sheet. Now this contact sheet is so special because at the bottom, you're able to check off who that specific contact is for. So whether it's family, a friend, church, doctor, business, or other. So I always found that to be super, super special and super helpful. So you have 2 contact sheets with several contact areas, and then your polishing sheet. Now, this zone polishing sheet I have already explained, so I will link that video in the description as well for you to watch. If you have any questions, please comment down below and let me know, and I will make sure to answer every last question. Now over here you have your family favorites meals list. Now this is where I pull from the monthly provision sheet. This is where I pull the meals from, the different types and different categories. And so this just helps me keep track of all the different meals that we're loving, whether it's a breakfast meal, a lunch meal, dinner, or a snack. So we check off what it is, and we just have our favorite meals list here. Now, the family inventory. Now, this family inventory is so wonderful because when you have a lot of kiddos, it just really helps to remember everybody's sizes and everybody's favorite color at the time. Lord knows it changes every 3 months. So this is just a wonderful planner to help us remember what their favorite color is at that particular time. And it also allows for, other family members, grandma, aunts, uncles, cousins, just so you're able to really focus and keep their, their sizes and their needs and their wants and different things like that. So that's extra special to remember when someone needs something or when somebody asks you, hey, what does your little one need? You're able to pull from here and be like, oh, they need pants. I forgot, This planner is amazing because it's literally our brain dumped into the planner. Okay, so the next sheet is our curriculum sheet. And now this curriculum sheet allows for you to put the child's subject as well as the curriculum, the cost, and whether or not you purchased it. Because a lot of times we'll do all this research and did we actually buy it? No. So when you actually purchase it, it'll give you the option to click on it. And as any good, true homeschool mama will tell you, it doesn't matter what time of the year it is. We're always switching things around, buying new things, trying new things. And so this just helps you keep track of all of that. Now the reading log. Now how I do the reading log is I have one log specifically for me. I think it's so important that us as mamas continue to read and continue to educate ourselves. And so I will have one log specifically for me and how I'm liking the book and how I rate it. And then the other log is for my children and the books that they're reading, as well as how they like them and what they would rate them. Now, the field trips. Now, this is so fun because at the end of the quarter, you can sit down and look at all the different places that you went. And it's just nice to get that 3-month view of it. And so what we have here is the date, the subject, the location, the address, whether or not it costs anything and how much it costs. It's so nice to plan that ahead of time. That way you know exactly how much you've spent on field trips, especially when budgeting, the time that it takes to get there or the time that you plan on being there. The notes section is for, any special things that you need to remember or any special things that you need to bring. You can jot all that down underneath notes. Now the put it down bullet journal sheets. Now these sheets are so fun because this is where you can really even customize the planner even more. Now, some mamas need to have attendance trackers. And so this is a wonderful opportunity to create an attendance tracker for your child. And there's plenty of YouTube videos that show how to create an attendance tracker. I will link some in the description, as well as create a curriculum tracker. Some homeschool mamas love to track the child's progress throughout the curriculum. And so this is another fun use of bullet journals. Now you can utilize this as you would a normal bullet journal and decorate it and, personalize it as you'd like. Now, I truly, truly hope that you love using this as much as I loved making it. It was an act of love, and it honestly was something that is very much needed for us homeschool mamas. And I just want you to know that we're in this together, and my ultimate goal is to help you mamas as best as I can, and I hope that you found this planner helpful. Any questions, any concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to me at wendy@planpreppray.com, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.